Skiers and water enthusiasts, Florida lakes are what dreams are made of. Combined with world-class golf, remarkable weather, natural beauty, theme parks, and so much more, it's easy to see that Florida is paradise. For more than 30 years, I've enjoyed Florida's lakes and many offerings. If you are interested in Florida real estate, let me be your guide and trusted advisor as you search for your paradise. Together, we can make your dreams a reality.
What if I told you there was a place where the sounds of nature are only broken by the roar of a boat, a place where that summer feeling lasts all year long, a place where the Florida sun is only outshined by the smiles of the skiers, a place where first-time skiers can ski alongside world champions and the world-class coaches work with all levels of skiers. What if I told you there was a place where life slows down and your only job is to make lifelong memories? That place is Swiss Water Ski Resort. Book your trip at SwissWaterSkiResort.com.
Old logic says success is determined by wins. It says you can't be a mother and a professional athlete, that you can't take on giants. New logic says watch me. Watch me become the most decorated track and field athlete in the world. Watch me start a brand designed by women, for women. When old logic holds us back, it's up to us to defy it.
All right then, continuing on to our final piece of action here. Women's Slalom Series 3, Elimination Round Series. But first of all, let's bring you up to date so far as the men's slalomers are concerned. There you go, Florian Paff, the leader in this competition with 4 at 10.75. Vincenzo Marino with 3.5 at 10.75. And Tim Field currently in third place with 3. So those are your top 3. You can see all of the results by searching Google under IWSF results, and then that should take you to exactly where you need to be. Marta Suarez will be our lead-off skier in the Series 3 slalom. Okay, so looks like our first competitor out is going to be Charlotte Corsten. Charlotte Corsten, our first competitor out on the water, it's going to be 16 meters. And then we'll go on to Marta Suarez. So not a bad looking opening pass at 55K. I believe that was 16 meters. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go on first. Okay, so in addition to the running order, first in Series 3 slalom. Now the reason why we've added this event towards the end of the day is because the weather prognosticators have said that the weather tomorrow is going to be a little bit little bit windier, a little less favorable for our skiers. So we want to make sure that that the events such as slalom and jump were held today, giving us the ability to maximize results out there in the water with better conditions at this hour. And just, oh man, I tell you what, that would be a view that would end all views. There you go. Losing a little bit of width on the gate shot. Zane, take it away.
Yeah, you know, just didn't have her speed up there, so that's going to catch her out. And, yeah, it sure did right there.
Oh!
And that front boot looked like it released on her there.
That's probably half the reason why she didn't feel that comfortable with the gate shot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she pulled out, just didn't quite have her speed. And then, you know, you see that ski release on her.
I saw a little bit of a change in spray dynamics there coming into the gate shot, and that ski is bouncing all over the show right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's still connected there, but it must break on her right. Yeah, you see it release right there. That heel's off the thing. She picks it up, and it's pretty hard to stay balanced on that back foot, all on the tail of the ski, but...
Now, we've taken some falls on video quite a bit there, but, I mean, so far as the season is concerned, we saw that dismount from Christy Appleton over at the U21 Worlds, but I reckon that one rivals it.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. We've seen quite a few over this season, and right there, that ski breaks on her. That might be why she lost the handle, and, you know, that released on her, so that'd be something she needs to kind of check when she gets out of the water, see if maybe you know, she could tighten it up or you know, move that release part forward on the clips there on the binding and get it a little tighter. But going down a little early there for her, so a little bit unfortunate there for Charlotte. As we move right along, our second skier, this should be Marta Suarez from Spain, and this should be a 16-meter start. So
there it is. 16
see.
meters for Marta Suarez. Oh, getting in a little bit deep here off number 4, around number 5, and barely gets around number 6 on 16 meters for Marta Suarez. So anything you see out there of the ordinary?
No, I mean, I thought she looked all right, you know, nice and strong through the wakes, not letting that ski bounce up on her, and looking really smooth as she's making her way through this pass.
Okay, so Marta Suarez getting in a little bit deep there with the opening pass, but we'll see what she does with the return run. Marta Suarez, her personal best is 2.5 on 13 meters. Not too much else by way of information. Her hobbies are snow skiing in the winter. Some pretty good slopes there on the in the southern Pyrenees. So here we go, Marta Suarez, 14.25 meters, second run. Her personal best is somewhere on 13 meters. Letting the boat drag her down course a little bit, but she gets a very nice turn off number 4 to keep her in contention and make up all of that deficit.
Yeah, that was a big turn there on 4, Tony. Put her back in that pass, and see her, she's shaking it off. I think she kind of knew that was a little shaky, but big 4 ball as she laughs it off and gets through it. So good job. Now going to get to go at her hardest pass, which is 13 meters. So we're really going to want to see her get a nice wide gate and get a good swing in, and you know, try to get a good start here at a 1. As we see on the replay here, you see she pulled a touch long there going into 1. So that's why you see a little bit of slack line, and then rolling her way all the way through this pass. But you know, looks like she turns a little bit better on the 2-4 side and working her way through this pass.
All right then, so coming in, Marta Suarez on pass number 3, getting broken over a little bit there, round number 2, and that is pretty close to her personal best with a score on 13 meters. 2 buoys there for her. All right, so we see Marta Suarez get 2 on 13 meters, setting up the bar for our remaining skiers to try and exceed with the remaining skiers. We have on this list 10 skiers. We've gone through 2 so far. Okay, so taking the lead at this early stage of the competition, but it's early doors yet. We still got 2 more series of slalom, which will be among our events taking place tomorrow. Series 2 and Series 1 women's slalom, and then we've got the entirety of the tricks event to take place as well. All right, slipping into the water. Our next competitor is going to be Dominique Coen. All right, continuing right along as the sun sets behind me back there in the western sky. I'm Tony Lightfoot, and great to have you on board. Got to send a big thanks over to Zane Nicholson and Maisa Jakobsen for joining me a little bit earlier on in the competition. And hope to see both of those individuals again tomorrow as we see Dominique Coen, 16 meters. And trying to make it happen here on 16 meters. Are probably not altogether used to starting on 16 meters, but it has to happen. All right then, so Dominique Coen getting the job done with the opening pass of 16 meters, coming to us out of the Netherlands. Okay, Dominique Coen, her personal best is 4 at 55K, 30 meters. Still a little bit of ways away from achieving that kind of aim, but she can definitely close the gap between where she is right now and that kind of a score by getting all 6 buoys on that run, but unfortunately will not get that far, so it's going to be 2 on 13 meters. 2 on 13 meters for Dominique. On 14.25 meters, I beg your pardon, 2 on 14.25 meters. That currently puts her in a 2-way tie with second place with her sister, Charlotte Coen, 2 on 14 meters, but still in the lead is Marta Suarez with 2 on 13. Skier coming up next is Artemis Constantinou. All right, we're going to have a look at the leaderboard because we had an earlier series. Now the kind of short leaderboard that I just gave you just took into account the scores on this particular series as a Women's Series 3 elimination round. But we also had an earlier elimination round in Series 4, and we'll get to the leaderboard in just a few moments. This is Artemis Constantinou from Cyprus. 16 meters, letting herself get run down course here and playing a little bit of a dangerous game here, but getting round all 6 buoys on 16 meters, and just about getting the job done. There is your leaderboard. Stella Anastasi currently in the lead with 1.5 on 12. We have that two buoy score for Corsten. And our other scores in amongst that lot as well. Stella Anastasi in the lead with 1.5 on 12. Marta Suarez in second place with 2 on 13. And Elzbieta Sfarova from Czechia with 5 on 14.25 meters. So just getting broken over there off 5 into number 6. That's the worst place you would need to let loose towards the boat. So now, skier on the water at this time, Artemis Constantinou. 14.25 meters. Would ordinarily ski at the Polymedia Dam in central Cyprus. Oh, and very, very late there into number 6 there and just managing to squeak that ski out. It is a 6 buoy count on 14.25 meters. Whew, wasn't that close. 6 on 14.25 meters. Don't forget to subscribe to the TWBC YouTube channel. That way you can participate in the live chat that's pretty lively right now. Artemis Constantinou now getting ready for 13 meters. If she can get through that run, then things will start to get pretty exciting for her really, really quick. Longish poles from one side to the next. Just managing to sneak that ski round on 14.25 meters on pass number 2. Here is pass number 3. 13. There's number 1. A slow turn there. Round number 2. She will not get beyond number 2. And will score 1.5 for that endeavor out there. 1 1/2. And the score is under review. And there we go. That's 1.5 there from our Cypriot skier. Fourth off the dock, Artemis Constantinou. Now we go on to skier number 5, Emma Christie Vistla. Emma Christine Vistla from Norway. So it looks like the score has been ruled as such. 1.5 there on 13 meters. As we look towards Norway for our next competitor.
Also, I'm in the US and I know I'm probably able to, so it's like, I don't want to do long distance. And yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, skier on the water is Emma Christine Kvisla from Norway. Personal best of halfway down 13 meters. But decided to go on 18.25 to get things up and running. Most have decided to go on 16. But Emma Christine Kvisla decided to go with the softer option here. And it's amazing what they write on the bio sheets. Apparently she sings. I've no doubt about that. And apparently she's starting university next week, studying film production. Might be an outlet for her here at TWBC. She's more than welcome to pick up an application form. And other information that she's had, and I'm sure someone's had a little bit of input there on her bio sheet. She is a Gryffindor. She has 6 pet rats. Ooh. And apparently her favorite animal is a giraffe or a sloth, and just to cap everything off, she has a swimming pool. Bronze medalist in the U21 slalom at the Scandinavian Championships. And she currently holds the Norwegian U12 girls slalom record. Emma Kvisla, looking good. 16 meters. Seems to have a really, really good handle on this run, and it gets the job done all the way through from start to finish. For those of you that are just joining us live, you are most certainly welcome. Those of you that are lunchtime watchers here of this broadcast, you're watching it at various locales across the world, whether you're watching it from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where it's at 12:30 in the afternoon, whether it's in the eastern seaboard of the United States, where it's a little just before 1:30 in the afternoon. Even places as far afield as Perth, Australia, where it's 1:30 in the morning there on a Thursday. And 5:28 a.m. in Auckland in New Zealand. Wherever you happen to be, you're most certainly welcome to this, the continuing coverage of the 2025 Under-21 European Slalom Championship. Emma Christine Kvisla, this is now 14.25 meters. Getting broken over into number 2. Let's see what she does here. And unfortunately doesn't get much past number 2 on 14. So 2 at 14.25 meters for Emma Christine Kvisla out of Norway. We'll see where that puts her in the rankings at this time. Emma Christine Kvisla. Just not getting the best of starts, and unfortunately getting as far as number 2 and no more than that. Inside, well inside buoy number 3. So Christina Kvisla, or Emma Christine Kvisla, getting 2 for that effort. All right, hooking up to our next slalomer in just a moment or so before the boat brings Emma Christine back to the dock. Women's Series 3 slalom elimination round. We are exactly halfway down this list. We are on skier number 5. We're about to bring out skier number 6. And Emma Christine right now currently in 10th spot with her score. Actually in a 3-way tie for 8th with 2 other skiers. Dominique and Charlotte Corsten all were tied with 2 with Emma Christine Kvisla. Now, next competitor up. This skier comes to us from Sweden. It's Marta Olen. All right then, folks, up and at 'em. Next competitor up with a personal best of 3 out on 14.25 meters. 17 years of age, this is Marta Olen, Swedish national champion in tricks and overall in the Open for 2025. Scandinavian champion in tricks and overall also this season, and has the Swedish record in tricks in the U14s. And makes her way through that run. No worries there for her. Marta Olen from Sweden. Seeing a few of our Swedish fans on the dockside there cheering her on. All right, through the entrance gates and into buoy number 1 with the opening pass, using the instant replay to take these passes in a little bit more forensic detail. All right, so gone through 18.25 meters. The nervy pass out the way. Now we go on to something slightly shorter, 16 meters. Oh, getting the job done here. I like what I'm seeing. So Marta Olen doesn't list too much of anything aside from her titles and accomplishments in skiing. Aside from the fact that that her hobby is outside of this sport, involves snow skiing. She isn't even specific enough to tell me what type of snow skiing it is. One would assume alpine. But then again, she is from Sweden, so Nordic skiing could come into play here. All right, here we go, Marta Olen. 18 and 16 are cleared. Now 14.25 meters comes up. This is where her personal best is. Anything more than 3 and she beats her PB. There's number 1. There's number 2. Let's see what play she can make on number 3. Oh, look at this. This is 14.25 meters. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, she runs through 14.25 meters for Marta Olen. Yeah, there you go. So Marta Olen, I believe, represented Sweden for the first time in the U21 Europeans. But not looking too bad out there. Her other personal bests are 48.20 in tricks and 18.6 meters in the jump event. But it's the slalom event that's taking place right now, and now she will have our first eye on 13 meters, her first attempt on 13 meters in tournament. So let's see if she can prevail here, prevail upon herself to score at least 1 or 2 here. 13 meters. More than 1.5 will put her on the podium. There's 1, there's number 2. There's number 3. Can she S-turn for the wakes? Yeah, there you go. That's a 3 buoy count provisionally for Marta Olen. And 3 buoys on 13 meters would actually vault her into second place at this time. Stella Anastasi still out in the lead with 1.5 on 12. And looking in pretty good shape to make it through to the women's slalom final. But Marta Olen there. 2. At least, and maybe 3 on 13 meters. We'll have a look at this once again. Again, the ski turned around pretty rapidly on number 1, which is remarkable considering that she's right foot forward. And she gets the ski just enough outside number 3, waits for the line to tighten. And there you go. That is a 3 buoy count there for Marta Olen. Okay, 4 more skiers to go. Vasiliki Zopelu. 18.25 meters. All right, then getting it done. Opening run. Not too much to concern her terribly. Personal best of 5 on 30 meters at 55K. Vasiliki Zopelu from Greece, national record holder in the U14s. Competed in the Worlds last year and came up in 17th in the slalom event. 2 years in a row, national champion, 2025 and 2024 in the U17s. And Vasiliki Zopelu is into cheerleading. Was amongst the top competitive cheerleading performers in Greece for 6 years in a row. And also competed at Europe and World Championship level. Looking to go to college soon and study architecture. And there you go, good skiing there for Vasiliki Zopelu, who's certainly got some big plans coming up relatively soon in regards to what she wants to do career-wise, and as is the case with a lot of those college-bound from Greece, they tend to gravitate towards architecture, and anyone that has explored the Greek peninsula and the various lands such as Sparta and Peloponnesia would appreciate the attention to detail of the old architectural ruins in and around the Greek peninsula, and even extending out towards Crete and other islands in the Ionian Sea. All right, there, here we go, coming in from Greece. Vasiliki Zopelu, 14.25 meters. Her personal best is somewhere on 13, which means that she has run this in the past. She's making a meal out of this one, though, but she manages to get round 5. A little bit of a delay, but she gets round number 6, and she'll have an attempt on 13 meters. Now we're starting to get a little bit of competitive action going on with our skiers at this stage of the game. We still got 2 more series of a slalom, which will start the things off tomorrow. Just to let you know that tomorrow being the 21st of August, Series 2 and Series 1 women's slalom will kick things off. Then we go into men's Series 3, 2 and 1 in tricks, and then women's Series 3, 2 and 1 in tricks. So those are the events that will take place, and that will give us the finalists in those events starting tomorrow. We're in Series 3 now in the women's competition. Vasiliki Zopelu. There's the gate shot into number 1, round number 2 and 3. Getting number 3 and back to the wakes there just in time. Vasiliki Zopelu. 3 buoys there on 30 meters. That puts her into a tie with Marta Olen on that same score. A 2-way tie for second place for Marta Olen. That is Vasiliki Zopelu. Oh, getting broken over there off number 3. No hope of making it to 4, but she gets 3 buoys and puts her into a 2-way tie for second with Marta Olen. That's Vasiliki Zopelu. Here comes Ella Bionin from Sweden. We're down to our last 3 competitors left in this slalom series 3. This is Ella Bionin. Getting down course though. Now she's going to have to start to put a little bit more pressure on that run, but managing to get ready for 14.25 meters coming up next after running 16 meters for the opener. All right, here we go, folks. This is Ella Bionin. All right, no, oh, handle coming up high off number 5. Oh, and crashes violently into buoy number 6 there. I don't know if she's okay, though. She may be a little bit hurt. She hasn't raised her hand yet, so we do need to get swimmers over to her as quickly as possible unless she raises her hand. So Emma Bionin letting herself get down course a little bit here. She ran 16, this was 14, handle getting up high, and then she tried to leverage herself out towards number 6. And I think inside number 6 there, so it's going to be a 5 buoy count there. So 5 at 14.25 meters, we believe the score is going to be. Just having a really, really hard time of skiing directly to the handle and getting the acceleration required and needed to go cross course. Not too sure how things are playing out. Oh, and that little snap from the ski could be rather hurtful to our skier, and our boat has made its way back to the skier. And she's climbing up onto the back platform. And if she gets up on her feet and is mobile, will looking at this once again from Ella Bionin of Sweden. Inside number 6. And then the ski got violently ripped off her ankle. And Ella Bionin being transported, a ski back in the boat. But ladies and gentlemen, please give her a big cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Bionin. So Ella Bionin being transported back to the dock. I think the medical unit is going to be making its way towards the dock as well, just to check her over. And that will bring us on to our final 2 competitors. Nelly Schaws from Germany will be last out, but before her is Alexandria Vimmer of Austria. All right, and as things are continue, looks like we're bringing it out of the water. All right, our penultimate skier of this Series 3 slalom event and of today's action. With a personal best of half on 12 meters, this is Alexandria Vimmer. Let's have a look and see. Entrance number 1. $16 meters. Not looking bad for the most part, just trying to stay even-sided on each turn and try not to put too much beef into the effort out there. So Alexandria Vimmer, age 19, personal best half on 12. Spends time horse riding and spending time with friends as well. Beyond that, I don't have too much in terms of information about her. So Alex Vimmer getting ready for 14.25 meters as the sun, I think, has gone down completely over the western sky. So Alex Vimmer. And there we go, proof that the western sky is directly behind me back there. Sun working its way down. With the little light that we have left, we've got two competitors left in the women's slalom series 3. It's not looking bad so far for Alex Vimmer. And a good skiing there all the way throughout there on 14.25 meters pass. A well-controlled effort there for Alexandria. For those of you that have watched this from dawn to dusk, you're certainly one of the hardier folks here watching the coverage on TWBC. We certainly thank you very, very much for your continued support. All right, moving right along, 30 meters now. Still the best score in this competition. It's 1.5 on 12 meters and 13 meters for Alexandria Vimmer. And getting a little bit bogged down towards the halfway point of the course. But a good little performance there on 13 meters. We'll take a look at the instant replay to confirm the score. So Alexandria Vimmer, she's run through 16 and 14. This was her attempt on 13 meters. Gets a good hook up on number 1, but doesn't quite take full advantage of it into number 2. Taking a big hit there on number 2, and round number 3, she takes an even bigger one. And round number 4, she tries to bring the handle across, and unfortunately it does the opposite effect of sending the weight to the back foot, and we'll get 3.5 there on 13 meters. So 3.5 on 13 meters it happens to be. So decent effort there for her. 3.5 on 13 meters for Alexandria Vimmer. And now we're down to our final skiing action of the day. It'll belong to Nelly Schaws from Germany. All right, Nelly Schaws from Germany now, our final skier out. Competed in the World U21s over in The lakes are cast in stone in Canada. Okay, here comes Nelly Schaws. "16 meters for the opening pass," and making very, very light work of this this run. And look at her go! And in this broadcast, we've presided over 132 separate polls today. That is, we're quite confident that that is a record amount of polls for a titled event at European level. Thanks to Elena Kunert and her team of fine officials for making today happen. From start to finish, we started at 7:30 in the morning, and that gave us the ability to bring you that amount of polls, 132 altogether. And I'm quite confident that 132 polls is the greatest amount of polls that we've ever had to poll on a TWBC webcast. That much I can tell you. As the sun continues to recede over the western sky, Nelly Schaws' personal best is 1 on 12 meters at 55K. Enjoys water skiing and driving the boat as well. A personal best of 1 on 12 was produced about 2 seasons ago, so looking to try and conjure up a little bit of magic here to, at the very least, equal that score. Stella Anastasi still out in the lead with 2 more series to come, with 1.5 on 12. Nelly Schaws still there on pass number 2. And there you go, that's 16, that was 14 meters. Nelly Schaws from Deutschland. All right, getting ready for the next pass. It is going to be 13 meters. Now let's see what kind of score she can produce here as our final skier of the day here at the International Water Ski Club of Vienna. International Wiener Wasserski Club, as they say in the native German language. Let's see what happens here and now. Entrance number 1 for Nelly Schaws on 13 meters. Trying to keep it going. There's number 3. Does she make it outside number 4? She does. She kind of collapses and gets 3.5 for that score. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will complete the day's action. There are two more sets of slalom elimination round series for the women's, and that will start off our events tomorrow morning at approximately 7:30 a.m. Nelly Schaws, she'll get 3.5 for that effort, 3.5 for that effort on 13 meters, and 3.5 will actually tie her 2 ways for second spot with Alexandria Vimmer. So the schedule is set for tomorrow. We've got the women's slalom series 2 to kick things off at 8:30 tomorrow morning. 7:30 tomorrow morning, I beg your pardon, let me make that clear. 7:30 start tomorrow morning for the women's slalom series 2. And then we go on to series 1, and then we go on to tricking. And then that will complete the elimination round series, and then the finals will be on Friday. Well, there you go, folks. Some great skiing, some frills, some spills, something for everybody today. And some great skiing there so far. Stella Anastasi still out in the lead in the women's slalom, being our very, very first skier of the day and still holding the lead in the women's slalom leaderboard. Alexandria Vimmer in a two-way tie with second with 3.5 on 30 meters. Those are your top three. The remaining results you can check up on by going to the IWSF results service. So that's day one of action. We've had plenty to keep you entertained from start to finish. And on behalf of the crew here, everyone that's had a stake in ensuring that this tournament's of a success, you know, the athletes, the officials, the organizers, everyone that's had a hand, and included in that is the TWBC crew. We thank them very much indeed. And my name is Tony Lightfoot, and on behalf of everyone here, it's ciao for now.
See you in Vienna.
At Houston Cadillac, at the moment you arrive, you will notice dedication to excellence. We deliver an unparalleled customer experience, and we're elevating our commitment with a new state-of-the-art facility. Explore our selection of new Cadillac cars, crossovers, and SUVs designed to meet your needs. We are redefining the luxury experience and investing in the future. Visit Houston Cadillac and begin your journey towards luxury.
At Dillinger Insurance, we have over 50 different carriers to shop your home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. We would love the opportunity to save you money. We insure $1 million mansions, condos, mobile homes, rental homes, and everything in between. We know all about wind inspections, 4-point inspections, and how to get you the right coverage for your particular home. You've got questions, we've got answers. Can you remember the last time you had a rate decrease with your auto insurance? Let's take a look and see what we can do. We know all the ins and outs of getting our customers the best rates, coverages, and discounts, so put us to the test.
Don't monkey around with your insurance. Call Dillinger Insurance today. We've got tons of companies to help find you the best prices and the best coverage for your particular needs on home and auto insurance. Go Knights!